Have you ever seen your Pomeranians suddenly sprint around the house like a little fluffy rocket? One second they're chilling, and the next they're zooming at top speed, bouncing off the furniture like a tiny tornado. This hilarious burst of energy is what we call zoomies, but why do they happen? In this video, we're diving into the world of Pomeranian Zoomies. We'll talk about why they happen, when they're just for fun, and how to keep your Poms safe when they're in full speed mode. So if your fluffy friend turns into a tiny speedster, stick around and let's figure out what's really going on. So what exactly are zoomies? These short bursts of high-speed running are a completely normal part of dog behavior. You might notice your Pom's eyes get wide, their tail wags like crazy, and they bounce around with little playful jumps. They might suddenly sprint, stop on a dime, and then take off again, like they just get a boost of turbo energy. But what's really going on here? Well, zoomies are actually a way for dogs to release pent-up energy. Scientifically, they're called frenetic random activity periods, or FRAPs, and they're a natural instinct for dogs, especially young, energetic breeds like Pomeranians. Think of it like shaking up a soda can. Eventually, that energy needs to be released, and zoomies are a fun and healthy way for dogs to do just that. They can happen after a bath, during playtime, or even when your Pom is just feeling extra happy. But why do Pomeranians seem to get zoomies more than some other dogs? Let's break it down. Now that we know what zoomies are, let's talk about why Pomeranians get them. These little fluff balls are full of energy, and zoomies are their way of letting it all out. But what exactly triggers them? Excess energy. Pomeranians might be tiny, but they have big energy. If they haven't had enough exercise or playtime, all that built-up energy needs someplace to go. And that's where zoomies come in. It's like a sudden energy burst to burn off steam. Happiness and excitement. Sometimes zoomies happen when your Pom is just really happy. Have you ever seen your dog sprint around after bath time or right after eating? Maybe they go wild when you walk through the door. That's because zoomies can be a way to express pure excitement. Stress relief. On the flip side, zoomies can also be a way for Pomeranians to shake off nervous energy. If they've just been to the vet, finished a grooming session, or experienced something a little stressful, they might run around a little crazy to release that tension. Instinctual playfulness. Pomeranians are naturally playful dogs, and sometimes zoomies are just part of their fun-loving personality. If they feel really playful, they might suddenly bolt around just because they can. Some common triggers for zoomies. So what usually sets off zoomies? Some of the most common triggers include bath time, a new toy, playing with another dog, seeing their favorite person, a sudden change in routine. So whether it's excitement, stress relief, or just for pure fun, zoomies are a natural part of being happy in an energetic Pom. But are they always safe? Let's talk about that next. Now you might be wondering, are zoomies dangerous? The good news is that zoomies are totally normal and usually nothing to worry about. They're a natural way for your Pomeranian to burn off energy and have fun. But like anything, there are a few things to watch out for to keep your Poms safe. Here are some potential risks of zoomies. Slippery floors. If your floors are slick like hardwood or tile like I have, zoomies can turn into a slip and slide chaos. Your Pom could lose their footing, take a tumble, which could lead to an injury. Small spaces and furniture collisions. Pomeranians can get really into their zoomies, which means they might not watch where they're going. If they're running in a tight space or near furniture, they could accidentally bump into something. Outdoor zoomies without a fenced yard. If your Pom gets the zoomies outside, make sure it's in a secure area. These little fluff balls can be fast, and if they zoom near the road or an open area, it could be extremely dangerous. So when should you be concerned? Most zoomies are completely harmless, but if your Pom is having excessive zoomies like multiple times a day in a frantic way, it could be a sign of anxiety or even a medical issue. If you notice your Pom seems stressed or their zoomies feel too intense, it might be worth checking in with your vet. But for most Poms, zoomies are just a part of their playful personality. So how can you manage them safely? Let's go over some tips. Zoomies are adorable and fun, but sometimes they can happen at inconvenient times like right before bed or in places that aren't exactly safe. So how can you manage and control them? Here are some easy ways to help your Pomeranian release their energy in a healthy, safe way. Engage in interactive play. Another great way to channel your Pom's energy is through interactive play with games like Fetch. Create a safe space for Zoomies. If your Pom is going to have Zoomies, and let's be real, they will, and I absolutely love it when they do, it's best to make sure they have a safe area to run. Try to clear up space so they won't bump into furniture. And if you have slipping floors, put down a rug to help prevent slips and tumbles. Use mental stimulation. Physical exercise is important, but don't forget about mental exercise. Pomeranians are smart little dogs, and puzzle toys, training sessions, and enrichment activities can help wear them out mentally, making them less likely to get random bursts of energy. Calm them down when needed. Sometimes Zoomies can happen right before bedtime when you're trying to wind down. If that's the case, try using gentle petting, calming treats, or a quiet, dimly lit environment to help them settle. A cozy bed and a relaxing routine can work wonders. At the end of the day, Zoomies are just a part of having a happy, playful Pomeranian. By giving them the right balance of exercise, play, and mental stimulation, you can keep your Zoomies fun and safe. So what's the funniest Zoomie moment that you've ever had with your Pom? Let me know down below in the comments. Here are some fun facts about Pomeranian Zoomies. Before we wrap it up, let's go over some fun facts about Pomeranian Zoomies, because these little fluff balls always keep us entertained. Pomeranians never fully grow out of Zoomies. Most dogs tend to grow out of frequent Zoomies as they get older, but Pomeranians, no, not so much. Because they're naturally playful and full of energy, they might still get random bursts of Zoomies well into adulthood. All 4 of my dogs still get Zoomies, and they're like almost 6 years old to about 2 years old. Zoomies can be contagious. Ever notice that if one Pom starts zooming, the others might join in? If you have more than one dog, or even if you just get excited and play along, your Pom might even get more Zoomies. Some Poms have a Zoomie schedule. And here's something hilarious. Some Pomeranians actually have scheduled Zoomies. If your Pom tends to zoom around the same time every day, maybe right before bedtime or after dinner, it's just part of their routine. Pomeranian Zoomies are just one of the many things that makes this breed so fun and full of personality. Do you recognize any of these Zoomie facts about your Pom? Let me know in the comments down below. So to recap, Pomeranian Zoomies are totally normal and usually just a fun way for them to burn off energy. Whether it's from excitement, playfulness, or even stress relief, Zoomies are a natural part of being a Pom. Just make sure they have a safe space to run, have enough exercise and mental stimulation that keeps them both happy and healthy. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Pomeranian tips, facts, and fun content. Let me know down in the comments, when does your Pom get the craziest Zoomies? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video, you may like my video on whether your Pomeranian is a diva. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hug your Pom today.